We good? Zingy, how's it going? Oh wait, there's gonna be an echo.
Zingy, how's it going?
Gotta mute this. Ah, okay. My mod view. I was like, why do I hear myself? I shouldn't hear myself. I was told someone may or may not be being an asshole. Fair, how's it going? We're gonna find out. Wait, am I muted? I'm muted? What's up, Malachi? Am I still muted? Oh, no, okay. No worries, man. How are you doing? Good to see you. Alright. We're gonna try something... Oh, your tab was muted. Oh, okay. No worries. I immediately believed you because I accidentally mute myself all the time. It sucks. It happens. So I immediately thought it was me. What are you guys up to? I know Thursday's not my usual stream day, but going out of town. How we doing? Anthony, what's up, man? Good to see you. Doing great, Singy. You ready for the tea? Yeah, we're gonna try something a little different today. I'm going to be... I recently got addicted to this well, on Reddit, I waste a lot of time going on Reddit instead of going to sleep a lot of times, and but lately I've been reading juicier ones about, like, am I the asshole, or stories, or am I wrong? And sometimes, and people pretty much, if you aren't familiar with the subreddit, you title your post, am I the asshole for, and then you say your situation, then in your post you tell your story about what happened. And people in the comments will either tell you, yes, you're the asshole and this is why, or no, it's not your fault. Like, that sucks. You have no sense of what day it is. Dang, it is Thursday. Not much, just errands? Nice. Oh, Malachi, Rent a Girlfriend. Wait, what day does that come out? I feel like... Wait, where's my spreadsheet? Is that... New episode's tomorrow, or Saturday. So you catching up, or did you just start checking it out? Good chunk of people asking if they were the asshole or usually the asshole. Surprisingly, on this one, it doesn't always go that way. I think a lot of times people aren't actually asking if they're the asshole. I think a lot of times they're explaining a crappy situation they're in. So yeah. Yo, Malachi, good luck. You know what? I did a review on Rent a Girlfriend, and I thought I would be absolutely eviscerated online for it, because that's a show that's really a little controversial, I think. My take on it, or I made a TikTok on it, pretty much, a little anime review where the spoiler of my... Well, I'm not spoiling the show. The spoiler of my review is that I think that the main guy sucks, but I like all the female characters, and the story itself is really interesting. So I actually like it. When you watch more of it, let me know. Okay, let me allow that. From what I can see, everyone shits on it. Yeah, you know what? That made me want to watch it more. Like Redo of Healer. I was like, everyone's crying on Twitter. What is this? I gotta check this out now. And, like, interspecies reviewers, and I kind of regretted watching that one, but when everyone cries about an anime on the internet, I kind of want to see it. I don't know. I actually, when I was watching Rent a Girlfriend's first season the first time, I had to pause a bunch of times maybe whenever something really cringe happened, I would pause and be like, okay, take a deep breath. Okay, we can keep going. A few years ago, there were all the subs, like, Entitled Parents or... Oh, Petty Revenge. I know that one, that were super popular. The stories were almost always fake, but it was fun to read. Yeah, I like those. Exactly. The fact that everyone's crying about it, particularly the MC, it piqued my interest. Honestly, it's not bad. The first season, I mean... Imagine... So, for those of you that have not watched Rent a Girlfriend, the anime is about this guy who... He's in college. He just started college. He's kind of like an incel loser, I guess. Let me see. He's got two best friends that are also not very popular. They're all not very conventionally attractive. But he gets his very first girlfriend who's way out of his league, and he's so proud of it. He's so proud of having a girlfriend that he wants to take this new girlfriend to meet his grandma who's in the hospital to show that he isn't a failure at life. But then the girlfriend breaks up with him. So then he learns about a rental girlfriend service, and then enter the main girl. The main girl's a rental girlfriend, and the story goes from there. The The Rent-A-Girlfriend, the scene where the main character realizes his feelings for the main girl is so palm-faced. He's so bland, not enjoying. Yeah. The main character, from what I've seen, seems really annoying. I hope he isn't so bad enough that I'll have to drop it. The girls in the show seem to be liked a lot, so they may save. I think they will. in my town, we call them escorts. In your town, a Texas. Well, that's not a town; that's a state. But yeah. Yeah, Anthony, we met because of anime. Are you not into anime right now? Are you taking a break? Are you done with anime? Yeah, you know what? If you can get past the first maybe 5 or so episodes, you're fine for Rent-A-Girlfriend. Because, I mean, I think that's the most cringe. So, guys, for those of you that haven't seen it, yeah, the main character is really bland. And imagine playing a video game, watching someone play a video game where they make all of the wrong choices. Where they just... So this guy starts off by bringing a rental girlfriend to meet his grandma. And he lies saying it's his girlfriend, and then... I don't even want to spoil how that gets crazy, but basically he lies so he can impress her, so he doesn't disappoint her. And then throughout his life, whenever he has a chance to kind of come clean, he lies about something again, and he gets tangled up in even more lies, and you're just like, oh my god, you're so stupid. But he gets a little better. But yeah. Exactly, it's a train wreck that no one can look away from. I think Hard Anime, you were able to walk away from it, it sounds like. The Ultimate game where you chose all the bad answers. Yes, he chooses all of the wrong answers. It's so bad. But it's so entertaining, and the girls are funny. Actually, the backstory, see, what works well for this is the girls, there's a bunch of rental girlfriends in the show, and they all have good backstories. They're all interesting backstories, yeah, it's actually funny, though. I don't know. I find the main character funny now. At first, I was like, I want to slap this guy. But after a while, you kind of laugh at him because, I mean, I'm trying to think of giving an example scene without spoiling the story. I think people made fun of him saying he's into NTR because, like, when his ex-girlfriend broke up with him, he would be imagining, like, oh, man, is she hooking up with a better-looking guy now? And he'd imagine her, like, getting banged by another dude. People are like, what the heck? What is this? I walked away, read a bit of the manga to see if there's anything redeeming. No, not for you. You know what? Funny enough, I read the manga for the same reason, and actually I liked it, because I think the best arc is, there's like a movie arc, and that's actually what's airing in the 2nd season right now, and I think that's the best arc of the series. Whenever I read comments about the MC, they're hoping for him to get cucked. Yeah, everyone wants it to happen. I think people are afraid of him getting cucked and then him liking being cucked. You know what? You know what anime, or what, well, okay, so there's an anime, A Couple of Cuckoos, where my wife and I call it A Couple of Cucks, because, I don't know, I thought it was funny, but as I say it out loud, it's not really that funny, I guess. But that one has the most hate readers I've ever seen out of any manga. So for a lot of romance stories, a lot of times, as soon as the main couple gets together, it's kind of over, right? There's 2 types of anime. There's the slice of life anime where the couple gets together and there's no drama, you just see them hang out and do couple things. And then there's the more standard romance, the will they, won't they, kind of story. And there's A Couple of Cucks one's a typical harem story where, man, every time the story looks like it's gonna go somewhere, they backtrack. Next chapter, it's like nothing happened. You start seeing him go for one girl, next chapter he goes in opposite directions, talking to another girl. And then the next chapter he's going for yet another girl, and it's crazy. Oh, I know that one, I want to watch it eventually. I'm in a real romance phase right now. Oh! Alright, well, hey, if you want some recommendations... Whoops, I didn't mean to open a new chap. Oh, he wants all the girls? Yeah, he does. He sure does. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's AndrewXP Anime. Pretty much all I do on there now is, like, I do, like, 2 shorts a week, and I'll upload kind of, like, a spoiler-free review of anime that I've watched. And it's mostly, it's, like, I gave Rent-A-Girlfriend a 9 out of 10. People got mad at me for that one on TikTok, I think. But, yeah, most of the stuff I review is romance stuff. That's my favorite genre. I watch just about everything. I think yaoi is the only genre I don't watch. Yaoi is boys love, for those of you that don't watch anime. So I draw the line there. I've watched a girls love one, Yuri. Their Yuri is My Job is one. Have you ever watched Horimiya? That one's on my list. That one's a pretty great example of one where they become a couple early. I like those, actually. Yeah, the majority, actually, pretty much, okay, how many of these are not romance? Romance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this one's not. 8, debatable. 9, 10. So 10 of my, 10 out of 12 of the videos I've posted are all romance. That's pretty much all I watch these days. Yeah, I don't watch yaoi, only Yuri. The only Yuri I ever watched was maybe Citrus. I've never seen that. I know, 9 out of 10 friend to girlfriend. You know what? I feel like I kind of raised... I thought it would get me more clicks, because it's like... It's probably more of an 8 out of 10, but I gave it a 9 out of 10 just to, like, get people a little riled up. What's really funny is, on this one... Where are the comments? Did anyone get mad at this one? Oh, yeah, this guy. Look at this guy. He said, oh, hell no, I dropped this shit twice. But, you know, I just said, well, at least... I thought he gave it a fair chance. A lot of people read comments online and say, I hate this show, and like they haven't even seen it. So this guy, he dropped, well, at least he watched it. That's what I'm saying. I like lesbian porn, but that's not technically Yuri. Well, in the 3D world, that's like 3D world Yuri, I guess. 9 out of 10 for Rent a Girlfriend is a hot take. People talk about it like it's a 3 out of 10. Yeah, I agree. I was actually thinking I would get more hate. Let me see. Wait, did I get more hate on... What on Instagram? Am I logged in on here? Oh. No. Wait, can I even view the comments if I'm not logged in? Oh, there's no comments on Instagram anyway. But what about TikTok? I feel like somewhere someone got mad at me. Let me see. Where's Rent a Girlfriend? Rent a Girlfriend. Oh, it's right here. It actually didn't get really as bad here. Oh, one guy agreed with me, and another guy said it's mid and got dragged on way too long because the main character won't get with the actor. I get it. If you want a hot take, say something good about the ending of Attack on Titan. Oh, I did read the manga for Attack on Titan. I've known the ending for so long, but no one in my immediate circle of friends has read... Oh, actually, just one. I don't really talk to her as much now, but... Most people, like my wife, loves Attack on Titan, but she has not read the manga. My brother-in-law loves it. My brother, nobody has read it, so I know so much, and I can't say anything. What can I say positively about the ending of Attack on Titan? Oh, I know something. Hey, maybe we'll get a sequel. I haven't read or watched it. The uproar about the ending is making me want to start. Oh yeah, honestly, Attack on Titan is really good. I think it's good for... I think it's still a good entry-level anime. I think Demon Slayer is still kind of the best in the modern age. For someone that's new and doesn't really watch anime, Demon Slayer, I feel like, is a good one. There's action. That's a very straightforward story. Animation's really good. Can't complain. Attack on Titan's still a good one, too, though. I think Demon Slayer is just maybe the better entry-level for new people, but Attack on Titan I thought was solid. So Attack on Titan started off like just humans versus giant naked people. And then it got more complex as you learn the history behind the Titans, and it became a little more political and stuff, and people didn't like that. Like, people just wanted to see, people getting eaten by naked giants. But I actually liked that one. I don't know. I liked everything about Attack on Titan except the very end. What's funny about the ending of Attack on Titan is I thought it was decent at first, and then I realized that the author... I didn't read the full ending, so I'm like, what are you guys complaining about? It's not bad, and there were a few more pages, and I read the last 3 pages and was like, oh, it was fine, why did you do this? One I can recommend is Miyano and Sasaki. I don't usually go looking for it, but it's personally the best representation of a good yaoi of how characters get together. No toxicity or rate 18 material, very fluffy slice of life. I might be willing to give that a chance, as long as it doesn't go like the Boku no Pico route. I'm open to it. I mean, I thought that I couldn't watch like Free or even what's it called, Haikyuu. I thought I couldn't watch those because the fan bases freaked me out. At a convention one time, there were these girls dressed up as the characters from Free, and I said I don't know if I can watch Free because I don't really want to watch Boys Love. And my brother said, it's not boys' love, it's boys' friendship. And then one girl in cosplay turned to him angrily and said, no, it's boys' love. So I was like, I don't know if I can watch this show. Yeah, Demon Slayer right now is a top anime for every normie, but before it was Attack on Titan, and and before that it was Sword Art Online, and before that it was it was Naruto, and before that Dragon Ball Z, all that. Ferret, you enjoy Giant Naked. I just want to see the character development of Eren. Oh, you will. Eren has some. You know what? I actually thought there's a big twist with Eren towards the end, which is like an ironic twist, and I won't say what it is, but people are split down the middle. Actually, it's more like 70-30. I think 70% of people hate it. I'm actually okay with it. I don't think that was the word. I think that's one of the reasons people hate the ending, the way they developed Eren. I actually didn't mind it. I thought it was kind of a cool twist, but we'll see what you think. For Yuri, I recommend Bloom Into You. It's better Yuri, in my opinion. I've actually never seen that or heard of that one. I'll have to look into it, because my wife's down for everything. Haikyuu is so... Oh, dude, Haikyuu is great. I'm so glad I finally watched it, because, yeah, for a while, I would not watch it, because... In fact, one girl that really hated me was really into Haikyuu, so maybe that's why I didn't want to watch it for a while. Yeah, there was a friend who was really into Haikyuu, and I accidentally wronged her, and I didn't realize it, but she, hated me. She removed me from all social media. I didn't even know for, months. But I thought it was really weird to just not, approach me and say, hey, that kind of sucked what you did. Instead of just, removing me from everything, I thought that was a little immature, but if you're still watching, that was very immature of you. But yeah, then I watched it, and Haikyuu's actually... It's great. I'm actually really sad. The ending of Haikyuu is going to be a movie and not another season, so it's going to be kind of shortened, so that's a bummer. Give it a try? Okay, I'll keep... Actually, Singy, can you send that to me in Discord, too, in the anime channel? I'm going to lose it if it's just in Twitch chat, because I think I'll forget. I don't normally watch sports anime, but it's really good. Yeah, I've actually... The only 2 sports anime I've ever seen are Free and Haikyuu. I saw... Oh, you know what? No, I saw some of Birdie Wing, but it was kind of boring. The golf one. That one was okay. I've seen the panels of him growing up from kid to adult with a dull beard on. Piqued my interest. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Eren's got some pretty cool stuff. How fan bases turns away from many potential fans. It happens more often than we wish, right? Yeah, girls love Haikyuu. Yeah, and Free. I didn't even know Free was KyoAni. Yep. What's up, J4 King? Blue Lock's insane. You know what? My wife watched Blue Lock because I guess I don't know why I didn't give it a chance, because we basically watch everything that's airing, or not every. That's not true. That's an exaggeration. We watch how many shows am I watching that's airing? I'm watching 20 shows right now, and yeah, I just didn't have another slot in my list last season for Blue Lock. I was like, I don't know if I could squeeze another one in. So she watched it, and I've only heard good things. I kind of regret not watching it when it was airing now. I kind of want to see it. You know what fan base almost turned me off from anime? JoJo. Oh, but JoJo's amazing. Yeah, we're insane. Pretty much that's all we do is... That's our... seriously, I would be so... If I worked in an office... I work at home, thankfully. If I worked in an office and I was at the water cooler and they said, hey, Andrew, did you see that latest show on Netflix and HBO Max? I'd say... No, I don't even know what that is. So, yeah. So JoJo's good. You know what? Do you know why I didn't want to watch JoJo? And this is actually, I have a dumber, pettier reason than yours. I mean, the fan base kind of weirded me out a little too, because they're a little out there. But, a lot of... I really like Sword Art Online, even though it's, it's kind of... in some places, it's a hot take to say that. But a lot of people that were hardcore JoJo people just crap on SAO nonstop, and I was like, it just made me not want to watch it, which was kind of dumb reason. I mean, it's it's not the same. It shouldn't stop me from watching the show just because the fans are weird. Just like with Free and Haikyuu, I should just give it a chance. JoJo's good, but I stopped partway of Gold. Oh, why'd you stop? You just got busy reading other stuff? I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad I found anime and manga too. It's been a good pastime, great stories. I agree. And you know what the problem... I've wanted to make this a TikTok even, but I feel like I'm gonna get crapped on for saying this. But I'll say it here anyway. So the main reason that I watch so much anime versus Western media is a lot of stuff made in the West is not interesting to me. A lot of it is recycled ideas. I already watched Snow White as a kid. I don't need it made in live action with a whole different story all messed up. I don't need to watch Little Mermaid, redone. I don't need to watch The Lion King. I've already seen that. I don't need, I didn't like Lightyear either. It's just a lot of stuff is just recycled plots. I didn't like the newest Star Wars trilogy. Although thankfully some of the new Star Wars shows are good. Like Ahsoka, if you guys like Star Wars, Ahsoka is good. The Mandalorian show's good. Book of Boba Fett's okay. Kenobi's okay. But yeah, it's just but stuff from Japan, there are a lot of tropes in Japanese anime that you can kind of predict as you're watching, But I feel like it's a little more inventive. I just feel like there's less limits when it's not live action. And Japanese anime is willing to go into dark stories, where in the West we're a little more afraid of making a story that's a little too offensive or too weird, but Japan doesn't care. I like that. American cartoons can't stand toe-to-toe with anime at all. Not at all. Not even close, I agree. Thankfully, my work has people who openly watch bigger shonen anime. An anonymous person gave me a Deku Nendoroid to compliment my All Might. Whoa, really? Wait, so you got one anonymously just because they're like, hey man, I like the All Might on your desk. Here's Deku, so it's complete. That's kind of cool. Do the TikTok? I'll say it. Actually, I should do it. I mean, then I'll get people crapping on me, and it's kind of funny. Yeah, Eastern and Western have different storytelling, and I think I'm maybe because I haven't watched too much anime, but I don't know. Maybe I just prefer it. And I think it's just exciting. Maybe this is like where the weeb comes out, right? Like, I kind of like learning about the Japanese culture. Like, my wife speaks better Japanese than I do because she took a class on it. So as I'm watching anime, I'll read the subtitle and I'll hear them say something. And I'll pause and I'll say, wait, the subtitle says this, but they're literally actually saying this, right? And she'll say, yeah, that's not... Like, they just wanted to localize it so it would make sense. Or, like, the little nuances where, like, in Rurouni Kenshin, where he usually says boku, but then when he reverts back to his murderous mode, he starts saying ore instead or something, like little nuances like that the English language doesn't have. I think that's cool too. So that's, I don't know. There's the interweeb. I have a whole list of anime I need to watch. Oh man, what's your list currently? Keeps growing every season? Yeah, same here. If you had to guess how much anime have I watched? Well, let's go on my anime list. I honestly... Watching seasonal anime is kind of a newer thing to me, actually. I used to not do that. I think 2 seasons ago is when I started doing that. Oh, what the hell? Did I type into the ad? Am I a noob? Oh my god, I didn't type into the correct search. I think? Wait. Okay, wait. How do I search for people? Or not people, users? Users. Over 100? Definitely over 100. Yeah, I think I'm around the same ballpark as you. Anthony, I took 2 years of French. I ain't remember anything. Dude, that is... My wife took French, too. I'm like, you're never going to use that. Okay, how do I look at my... Oh, here's my anime list. How many have I watched? Oh, it says right here. I'm almost... Yeah, I'm under 200. I've completed... You know what sucks is I don't think everything I've watched is on my anime list. This is probably a little under what I've watched. And I'm not too good at keeping it fully up to date because, for watching, like, this is all the anime I'm watching, but I'm basically too lazy to update with each episode I watch. But yeah, just once I'm finished, I'm just gonna set them all to finished and then rate them. Yeah, this is a lot. Oh, actually, this isn't even everything. This is only 15. My spreadsheet is more up to date, whereas 20. Some stuff I have on my list are Welcome to the NHK, Mushibi, Bakano Noragami, and a bunch of others. Yeah, are any of these on your list? Are we watching totally different stuff? That's just crazy how... Earlier I said, oh, I'm basically watching everything, but I mean... There's so much anime every season. I mean, I don't think I'm not watching any of the stuff that Malachi just mentioned. And I'm watching 20 or 19 or 20 shows. I think best show of the season. Oh, that's the best. Yeah, my Happy Marriage. That one is the best one of the season, I think. Guys, if you want to watch anime, a romance anime, My Happy Marriage is so good. In fact, someone in Discord was asking me for anime recommendation, and I said My Happy Marriage. This one is really good. I'm so pissed at Spotify. 2 songs in a row. Want to listen to or take... What? That sucks. 2 songs in a row you're listening to you want to take off. Are they on YouTube? Malachi stuff or stuff from like 10 plus years ago? Oh, they are. Oh, those are classics. I see. I need to add those too, because basically what my wife and I do is we watch all the airing anime, and once we've finished, you know, once we're all caught up on everything we're watching, we'll watch an older show. Like the current older show we're watching right now is New Game, although we haven't gotten to it in a few days because we've been kind of behind. Oh, that's good. Your song's on YouTube. I prefer to go to Spotify because the quality's good. Oh, Anthony, hydrate for you. I tend to go to Spotify first because the quality's better, but yeah, if it's not there, you go to YouTube. New Game's so good. It reminds me of K-On! A little bit. K-On's one of my favorite anime. Just a nice slice of life. Funny girls doing funny things. It's good. Can't complain. And it's just kind of cool seeing, I don't know, just cool seeing like a game getting developed, like an MMO. I thought that was pretty neat. I listen to Spotify during my infusions. I have 2 different playlists. What's on your playlist? You have all of K-On! On Blu-ray? Dude, you know what sucks? I bought K-On! On DVD, and I bought the 2 sequel mangas. I have no idea where they are now. I have 0 idea. Thankfully I ripped the DVDs and I have them on my computer, but I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I lost it in the move some point. I bought it when I lived with my parents. Then I moved to an apartment. Then I moved to this house, and who knows? I have no idea where it is now. I tried Tidal, but the app sucked donkey balls. I don't even know what Tidal is. Is that a music app too, or a video app? What is Tidal? I need to watch K-On! It seems like a nice one. Oh yeah, yeah. If you like New Game, I feel like you'll like it. It's a music one. Well, it's a music show that's not really about music. Oh, you're watching Bocchi the Rock. You know what, Bocchi the Rock, I feel there's always a debate, Bocchi the Rock versus K-On!, and I feel like that's, even though they're both slice of life, like music-ish related shows, they're totally different. Their humor styles are totally different. The animation style's different. Bocchi the Rock's awesome. I love that one. Bocchi the Rock, I think they're better at their instruments than in K-On!, but K-On! Is a little fluffier. I don't know about music to explain. I can post a link in one of the Discord. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, do that sometime. Tidal's the best quality music for streaming.
I'm naked. I'm naked. I'm naked.
Dude, Ferrets, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate that, man. It's their first gifted sub into the channel. I appreciate that. That's amazing. Tidal's the best quality for music streaming. Problem is the software sucks arse. Okay, so both slice of life girl bands, so they get compared. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, Bocchi the Rock is so different because Bocchi, the main girl, has extreme social anxiety. So a lot of introverts like the show for that. Where K-On!'s not really about that. It's more about a janky girl that has no idea what to do with her life, but then she meets musician friends, picks up the guitar, and then has a good life. So totally different. Whereas Bocchi just suffers crippling crippling anxiety. Sorry. I haven't watched Love Live. I've only seen the OG Love Live. I want to see the other ones. Aren't there like 4 Love Lives now? Love Live, and I started watching Love Live Sunshine, but then I got all sad that it wasn't the original one, so I stopped. But I feel like enough time's passed so I think I can watch the new one now. You've only seen the OG one too? Dude, it is good. It's really good. Okay. I've stalled for long enough, haven't I? I love talking anime. So guys, it's probably bad to make an announcement when I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm actually starting an anime... Well, a friend is starting an anime podcast, and I'm going to be a co-host with him on it, so... Unfortunately, his computer broke. We were supposed to record this week, so the first episode could have been out soon, but I'll let you guys know when that happens. And, yeah, you guys should look forward to that, so we could talk a little bit more about anime. Yeah, this dude's he's a nice guy. He's done a lot of photography for me in the past, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Anime Pod's just up my alley. Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely link it to you guys in stream and on Discord, social media once it happens. See, I've always wanted to start a podcast, but 1, I didn't know what to do it about, and 2, I didn't know who to start a podcast with. So I was really happy that my friend kind of approached me about it. 'Cause maybe he saw that I've been consistent with these anime reviews all the time, so he's like, "Hey, let's start an anime podcast." I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." So yeah, we'll be talking more on there. All right. It's time to be as judgmental as possible. Is that manga behind you on that shelf? There is some manga and some light novels. Here we go. We got... It's all Sword Art Online here. Actually, the only physical copies I have of any manga and light novel are Sword Art Online, but I've read a lot of manga on the internet. We got... Here we go, real quick. We got Sword Art Online Progressive. The movies that came out were based on this. And then for gifts, I had a friend give me some Progressive manga. Not as popular, but I still liked it. It's good stuff. The covers are nice. Thank you. Yeah. When you guys get popular, invite me, dude. Maybe you could be the first guest. I mean, I don't think it'll get popular, to be honest. I think that the market's too oversaturated. I don't think that I honestly don't think the podcast. I mean, I shouldn't say that. My friend might get mad at me for saying that. Just talking down on it before we've even done it. It's nothing against him. I think it'll be a good podcast. I just don't think it'll blow up because I think there's already there's a million podcasts out there, but I just don't think it'll blow up. So, but I'm down to have you as a guest. Actually, you'd be a good person to have on the guest because visual novels. You're a visual novel guy as well. Ooh, books. I want physical copies of the stuff I've read so bad. Me too. He's like me for real. Collecting SAO light novel manga. Yep. There's more too, actually. Wait. No. That's all of them. Yeah, wait, no. I'm missing something. Oh no, I lost another light novel. I have volume 1 of the OG Sword Art Online series too, but it isn't on my shelf. I have no idea where it is. And they aren't even an anime pod. Wait. Right now they aren't even. Wait. Oh yeah, right now the only anime pod I watch is Trash Taste. You know what? Who was it that I think Offline TV said that about Trash Taste, or was it Noodle Shop that said that? Like the best anime podcast that doesn't talk about anime. But honestly, you're kind of right. But you know what? They make some funny takes on Trash Taste. I've never seen a full episode, but I see their clips all the time. I think Giguk is really funny, and the Anime Man especially, too. And Connor's pretty good, too. Sea-Dog. Have me on the podcast, and we can discuss extreme anti-government views. We're going to talk about Sleepy Joe. No, I'm kidding. We won't do that. Bro, I need to share my collection with you. Yeah, show me your collection. Singy, I'm curious. And actually, the only anime figures on the back there are Sword Art Online, I think. Wait. Wait. No, I guess that's not true. What do we have in the back? We got Pokemon, Digimon on the shelf, Sword Art Online. There's some Disney there, and that's my brother's Star Wars comics that I still need to return. Super Ange or now it's Ange time, and then some Nintendo stuff too. I only like Giguk. Yeah, some people I talk to don't really like Sea-Dog. I think millennials don't like Sea-Dog all that much. They feel like he's too doesn't appeal. He appeals more to the Gen Z audience or something. I don't know. I think the Anime Man's pretty good too, though. Giguk's the only one I knew of before the podcast. I actually only learned about Sea-Dog and Anime Man from that podcast. I was laughing because I enjoyed when they talked about the spicier stuff like Redo of Healer and Domestic Girlfriend and stuff because I've seen those, so that's interesting. Malachi, why don't you have any anime-related merch? You should get some. I really want the Overlord novels and the Goodnight Pun Pun mangas. I don't know, or Pun Pun probably is what it is. Pun Pun. I'm not weeb enough. I don't know what that is. Goodnight Pun Pun. I like all the guys on Trash Taste. They got good chemistry. And I like the guests they have on there. Oh, you know what I thought was hilarious? Was on Trash Taste when they brought frickin' Sykkuno onto their show. Oh, wow. Interesting art style. Is this a horror? He has a very white perspective, and I get that, but that's that I don't agree with him. Oh, I see. Yeah, when Sykkuno was brought onto Trash Taste and they corrupted him and talked about, like, was it Domestic Girlfriend? I think it was. It was either Domestic Girlfriend or Redo of Healer, or maybe it was both. But that was pretty funny, seeing Sykkuno just get his mind obliterated. The dude's too innocent. I think so. I recommended Goodnight Pun Pun to you the day Miz rated. It's a very dark, depressing read. It's one of the most highly rated manga on my anime list. Oh, that's why that sounded familiar. I read that and I was like, I feel like I know about it, but I didn't want to be a poser and just say, oh yeah, I know what that is. So you're the... Okay, so that's probably why it seemed familiar. I do like horror stuff now. I don't watch horror movies, but I like horror anime. I watched Another, and I'm watching Dark Gathering. Dark Gathering actually gave me a nightmare the other day. I'm not good with horror, but it's still cool. You and your wife should read it. Recommend it to everyone. I'll let her know. You know what? My wife's such a huge weeb. It's probably already on her radar, and I'll ask her about it. So thank you for that. All right, guys. Oh boy, it's gonna get spicy, isn't it? Sit back, relax, and I will read you guys a little story here. Am I the asshole for paying court-ordered child support? No, I think that makes you a law-abiding citizen. I don't know. If you like horror, watch Higurashi. Can you DM me those? Because I'm gonna forget. Am I the asshole? Time. Background. My wife and I are getting divorced after being married for 19 years. We have 2 kids, ages 12 and 10. X is an elementary school teacher. The split has been very amicable, nobody cheated, and there is very little drama in general. We've just grown apart and neither of us feels like we're in love anymore. After 4 years of struggling, we decided it was time to end it. We agreed to split our savings 50-50, and we split time with the kids 50-50 also. Dang. I don't remember if I updated my anime list, but if you have time, you can check there for more details. I will. I need to... I'll leave this tab open so I don't forget. Okay, so first of all, before I continue, that kind of sucks. You know what? I think that growing apart, people say it's natural, but I feel like that is something that's preventable. Because, as someone that's married, and I guess, well, I've been in a relationship since 2015, and married since 2021, so I guess I've only been married 2 of the years, but we've lived together for a long time. And I think it's just really important to find that common ground. Like, in fact, that's one of the reasons I went all in on anime. Because I already liked it enough. I cosplayed. I was more into cosplaying and social media than anime. I really liked Sword Art Online. But my wife was really big into anime, and I felt like, well, anime looks really cool, and I enjoy it. I'll just make more... Let's just watch more anime together, and then we have more stuff to talk about all the time. And actually, it's really crazy, but starting to watch a bunch of anime has made my marriage better. As weird as that sounds. So I actually get really sad when I see kind of stuff like this, where people just grow apart, because, I mean, when it's happening, you feel it, If you wait till it's too late, then what can you do, right? So that kind of sucks. So it's too bad. I mean, I don't know their situation. I guess I can't judge them, but it's too bad they didn't do something about it before. It seems like they're pretty mature. Well, I don't know. We'll see if the story goes on. While we were separated, I worked out all of our expenses and offered a specific amount for monthly child support based on our income and expenses. Things were amicable, so I thought we could work the divorce, custody, child support stuff out between us without involving lawyers and wasting a bunch of money. Uh-oh, and here's where the drama starts. I suspect your sister has been in her ear because my ex suddenly decided she wants to pursue court-ordered child support. I felt like I was being pretty generous, and honestly, I was happy to do so as I make a decent living, and she needs to survive on a teacher's salary. Fast forward to last week, and it turns out the court-ordered child support is less than I was giving her. It's not less by much, to be honest, but roughly 15% less. What the heck? I told her I would pay the court-ordered child support and not a penny more, and she's losing her shit about it. Am I the asshole? Okay. Okay, so basically, couple gets divorced. He says, you know what? We're getting along pretty well. We don't hate each other so much that we need the court to decide how much money I should pay in child support. I'll do some math, and I'll give you this much. She's like, no, we're going to make sure it's court-ordered. Maybe she was paranoid that he wouldn't pay it, and he would stop after some time, so she wanted to make sure there was some assurance on it. But then it backfired on her, because the court is ordering him to... He was actually being generous with how much he was going to send, and now... now she's going to get less. You know what? You know what? I think he's not the asshole. I don't know. This is tough. Okay, so let's look at both perspectives. From his perspective, he's annoyed because he was going to give money and she should have trusted him on his word. Sounds like she got too greedy. I mean, she got what she wanted. That's true. She got what she wanted. From his perspective, he offered more, but then maybe she was trying to get more. She got greedy. It's either that she was greedy and she wanted to get even more. Maybe she didn't run the numbers herself and she's like, oh, wow, that's all he's giving me? Let's get the courts involved and let's get more out of him. Or two, it could be that, yeah, she's wants to make sure if it's court ordered, then he legally is obligated to give it to her, versus if they don't do that, then, you know, he could just stop at any time, right? So that's, I think she deserves it. I don't know, I think not the asshole. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Sounds like she got fair. You say she got greedy. Hearts, I mean, she got what she wanted. She got what she wanted. So what's the update? I appreciate and understand everyone's concern for my kids. They are the most important thing here by a long shot. That said, the kids are just fine. Oh, people are probably like, hey, like, don't be such a dick. Like, it's fine to be a dick to your ex-wife, but what about your kids? You should send more money because it's your kids, right? Maybe that's why this update happened. I'm fortunate to make a good living, and my kids want for nothing. I worry more about them being spoiled than I do about them not having what they need. College is sort for both of them already. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, okay, so let's see. What do most people think? Not the asshole. Considering the 15% your offset of lawyer fees, you could open trust funds for the kids and put that 15% in there when they come of age. Just make sure it's locked so she can't access it. Yeah. You know what really sucks? It sounds like this divorce could have been totally normal. And had she not gotten the court involved, Christmas and Thanksgiving and birthdays wouldn't have had to be awkward. They could have probably all hung out with the kids together, you know. Not the asshole. I agree, Malachi. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. All right, we'll say I'll give a mixture of what you guys said. She got too greedy. Yeah, she was too greedy and got what she wanted. Yeah, glad to hear your kids are all set. There we go. Bam, number 1. That was a pretty crazy story. Oh boy. Oh no, this one's a little more personal, isn't it? Oh, okay, guys. Get comfortable. This one's a long one. Oh boy. Am I allowed to say the sex word on Twitch? Or do I have to change my, do I have to green screen a beach in the background and a pool so that I can say the sex word? Popcorn. Drink ready. Literally got the tea here. Okay. Am I the asshole for thinking my fiance has lost interest in our sex life and might be looking elsewhere? Let me zoom in. Get the text a little bigger. There we go. My freaking aging eyes. Oh, it's kind of covered up. Okay, maybe about here. Is that good? Yeah. I'll scroll as we go. And plus, I'm reading to you guys anyway. My fiance, 31 female, and I, 32 male, have been together for 4 years as of yesterday. Things have been great for a while when we first started dating. Oh, sorry. Things have been great for a while when we first started dating. We were being intimate every time we saw each other. That's common. About 3 to 4 times a week. Yeah, pretty common. After about a year and a half of dating, I proposed... Oh, only a year and a half? Well, that's not too bad, right? I've seen worse. After about a year and a half of dating, I proposed and we moved in together, and eventually our sex life began to dwindle to about once a week, if not less. Also, probably not that uncommon. We had conversations about it, and she pretty much just said it's because the honeymoon phase has ended, which I understand. Excuse me. I never complained about the lack of a sex life we have, just on occasion tried to communicate how I felt. That sucks. There are some things I noticed for the past few months which, in my mind, coincided with each other. First, we have a puppy together that he likes to get into things, and... What the fuck? Wait, hold on. I hope the puppy together isn't... Oh, no. Oh... Oh, no. Are we getting into weird territory here? We're talking about sex life, and she's talking about a puppy. Okay. First, we have a puppy together that likes to get into things, and second, she likes to use a new toy every now and then, which, again, I've never had an issue with. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe it might not go that route. Maybe it seems like the dog got into her sex toys. Okay. They've never mind. Okay, that's good. I thought we were. I was like, I don't know if I can read this. Yeah, I don't think it's going. She has a bad habit of leaving this toy right under her side of the bed where the puppy can easily get to it, so I occasionally pick it up and put it in her bedside drawer. It eventually came to the point we haven't had sex in over a month, and I was putting away her toy every day, so that eventually started to bother me. Oh, so basically she's choosing to use the toy instead of that. I know, my dirty mind's exposed. I have a pretty squeaky clean image on the internet, I think. I don't know. But I just don't want to get banned. You know what, it really sucks how much I censor myself on Twitch, because, I nuked my personal Twitter account because when I started looking for jobs, I'm like, if they find this, they're not hiring me. The amount of edgelord humor, and stupid stuff I liked when I was younger, oh my god. It's so bad. I got a naughty mind. Everyone's a pervert on the inside. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't expect you to be an edgelord. Yeah, I don't curse much on stream. I try not to. I guess when I used to stream Mario Kart, I would. When I first saw you, I expected more of a Sykkuno type. See, I think I am more of that. I probably am not as edgy as I think. It's just that, what's for example, off stream, God, I don't want to admit to some of this stuff. It's like, that's like clippable. Not that I think any of you guys are gonna do it, but like, there's probably stuff I could admit to, like jokes I make that are not politically correct, that people would get offended by and I would be canceled for. I'm trying to think. What's an example? So I'm Asian, so I can say this. Someone had made a racist remark to me. Oh yeah, okay. So I went to, at the malls, they have Asian massages. They call it Asian massage at where I was at, and there are these Asian people that would give you massages, and they're really tough. My brother liked to go there. He'd get this deep tissue massage, and I was sitting there waiting for him, and someone thought I worked there because I'm Asian. It'd be so funny. He's like, "Hey, so I'm kind of sore up here. Can you get my upper shoulders?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't work here." So I tweeted about it a long time, like 10 years ago, saying, this guy thought I worked at the Asian massage, and I did hashtag Ching Chong. So that's a mild example. And I thought that was funny, but I feel like that's not cool to do now, you know? And that's a really mild example. Or, oh god, some people got really mad at me on Facebook once. That's fine. Okay, how about this one? Do you guys remember the Batman, when there's a Batman shooting? And, people died in the theater? Well, I posted a meme of Spider-Man with his hand behind his head, sitting back, and he was just, wait, what did he? Yeah, Spider-Man was sitting back, and he's saying, "Hey, at least no one got shot up at my movie," and I thought that was like a funny, clever joke. And then I had all these people getting on me like, "Oh, you think it's funny that people died and all this stuff?" I'm like, what? That's not the joke. I was like, I had to delete it. I was like, are you kidding me? What were you wearing? I was not okay, so all the Asian massage workers were wearing red shirts. I was not wearing a red shirt. So I was 100% profiled. What else? Okay, yeah, maybe too soon. Yeah, so that was a little insensitive, so I was like, whatever, I'll delete it. And then another one, back in, like, 2008, every April Fool's Day, you know how, like, people used to say, like, whenever someone would say, "That sucks," people used to say, like, "Oh, that's so gay," right? Like, they would say that. They don't dislike gay people or anything, or I don't even think they think being gay is bad. But that was just, like, the colloquial, slang for saying, "Oh, that's unfortunate." So, back then, every April Fool's Day, for, like, 3 years, on April 1st, I would just make my status say, "I'm gay." And then eventually, after, like, the 3rd year of it, people started getting mad at me for it, and then I deleted it, so... I still say it there. No, don't admit to that online. I'm trying to think of an example of an edgy joke I like. Well, Miz says the R word on stream, and I don't get offended by that. I think people get... I'm not even going to get into there. I'm going to move on from that. I'm not going to give my opinion on that, in fact. I'll go back on the fence. No, but I'm generally more the Sykkuno type, I think. It's just that, like, I think that really raunchy humor is really funny. Like, American Pie movies are some of my favorite movies. I like White Chicks, I think, I think all that's funny. Yeah, I get it, but it's just not nice. Exactly, and that's not, I don't think that word's a big deal either. Yeah, I think that the context matters. If you're making fun of, I don't know, I shouldn't... Veve got in trouble on Twitter for it. Oh, I remember that. I did see that. She doesn't care. Man, I didn't expect her to respond to it the way she did, where she was saying things like, my stream's not a safe space. I never said it was, so get out of here if you don't like it. I was like, woo! Yeah, I would have just apologized. It's not a slur and it never will be, fight me. I don't want to get banned. I mean, Miz says it on stream, and he's a big streamer, so I mean, I don't know. Depends on who and where your audience is, yeah. I just feel it's safer. I know it's like the... What does Trainwrecks call them? Offline TV, the PG-13 crowd. I would much rather run in that group for my, I just like to be cleaner. That's just how I am. I used to curse a lot more. I actually made a conscious effort to curse less. Miz used to be scared to say it, and now recently he doesn't care. Yeah, I'd hear him say it on Rumble, and I thought he would only say it on Rumble, but not on Twitch. But when I heard him start dropping it on... I think he even said it when he was telling his stories about when he went to Jersey recently. I don't know. No, I've been canceled before on social media. Not as much as Miz. I've been put through the ringer a few times. And yeah, it's just I just would rather not risk it. One time I used to do cosplay gatherings in LA. And one time, as a joke, my friends would always refer to it as AndrewCon, so I named the cosplay gathering AndrewCon. But then people thought it was a real convention, so a bunch of people were gonna go. And then people got really mad at me, and then people were just crapping all over me on social media. People were, sending me all kinds of... People were sending me death threats, people were saying they hope I burn to the ground. All this stuff is just... I'm like, okay, wow. Yeah, I don't know where the confidence came from. I'm here for it. Yeah, if he says it, that's fine. I can't blame you. Not worth the headache. I agree, and I think that's why Miz doesn't care as much too. Yeah, stuff like that happened. That's not even the worst example. I don't even want to talk about a few of the other ones. Like I've been put through the ringer on social media a few times by maybe hundreds of people, and yeah, that's not fun. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stay in my lane and do my thing. Because then when you start reaching too far, and because I was never really a big time cosplayer. I mean, I had 3,000 followers on Instagram or 4,000 or so at my peak, and I mean I'd only get a few hundred likes per photo. I guess back then I guess in the local community that was probably decently good, but I mean when I started reaching more people, it was just too big, and I was like, I don't want to be doing that anymore. I'm just gonna do my thing, stay in my lane. It's another reason I don't really try that hard to grow my Twitch stream, because basically there's people that focus on growing their Twitch, and there's people that focus on catering to the people that are already there. And I think I care more about... I wanted to stop focusing on growing my Twitch and more just catering to the people that are here. So, I mean, whenever I feel bad about streaming, it's not so much about the numbers, it's more when I feel like I put on a boring stream. I end stream and I'm like, man, I was not prepared for that, and I feel like I wasted everyone's time. That sucked. So I wanted to put more effort to doing more creative things for stream instead of, growing. Because, yeah, when you grow, you could potentially go viral and you get the wrong people looking at you. And that kind of sucks. I remember the usage of words can change with time. That's true. That's true. Okay, so back to the story. Sorry, guys. Big, huge tangent. Doesn't every streamer do that, though? As long as people learn and can understand the origin where the word came from and understand why it's offensive or seen negative, positive. Yeah, I agree. In fact, South Park, as weird as it is, South Park has kind of addressed those a few times. They addressed the N-word, and they showed why it's hurtful pretty much, and then they, the R-word, they showed why, maybe that's not as offensive, especially depending on the context, where the PC principal got mad at someone using the R-word, but the person that used it was someone that was, mentally challenged, so it's what does he really have any right to tell the person who's mentally challenged, he can't say the word. So I thought that was an interesting examination. I don't know. South Park's pretty based. I love South Park. Okay, sorry. It eventually came to the point we haven't had sex in over a month, and I was putting away her toy every day, so that eventually started to bother me. We eventually had a conversation about it, and she explained that it feels different, and I'm not always available because of work and whatever else. I never got mad or upset at her, just summed it up that she hasn't been in the mood to have sex. Okay, that sucks. At the same time, in the past few months this is happening, I noticed also that she has been getting more secretive with her phone. That's a bad sign. I've never actually seen South Park. The art style kind of turned me off at the time. I recommend watching it, honestly. It's funny. And they haven't lost their touch. Like, even the newest season, it's... whenever they make fun of something, South Park, they do their research, and it's funny. And they understand it before they make fun of it. So it's... the best episode there's my two favorite episodes of the last season were they made fun of Meghan Markle and was it Prince Harry? And then they made fun of Japanese toilets. It's good stuff. Yeah, Hearts Anime. Sorry. It is that kind of toy. Sounds like the guy's not the asshole to me so far. That's true. So far, it sounds like she's drifting away, and she, instead of trying to fix their, lack of intimacy, she's just looking somewhere else. So what's interesting about the phone thing? So my wife and I actually both know each. So there's. Do you guys think it's weird when? So I had a friend. I was about to be very specific. No, I had a friend. I didn't want to say which friend it was. I was about to say who it was, who had a very controlling girlfriend. And when I would text him saying, "Hey, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna meet up on this day," his girlfriend would answer. And I thought that was weird. I don't know. And then I also think it's weird when the other extreme, where I think it's weird if your partner just goes through your phone all the time and just digs through your stuff. I also think it's weird when your partner just, like, don't look at my stuff, right? Like, what are you hiding, right? I don't think it's weird to know each other's passwords. Yeah, so my wife and I actually know each other's passwords, but we just agreed. We just trust each other to not go through each other's stuff. And it's really nice that. Basically, it's nice that she knows my password, because if I'm driving and I say, "Hey, can you change..." Let's say we're driving somewhere, and I say, "You know what? I changed my mind. Let's go to this place instead." She can just pick up my phone, unlock it, and then change it. And she doesn't, like, go through my texts or my images or whatever, and I don't do that for her. Or the only time I go on her computer is I'm her personal IT guy, so I only go on her computer if she's having an issue. So I think that's a sweet spot. And I told her, well, if I die, you need to be able to get into my password manager so that you can get the keys to the city. That's nice. Trust key, absolutely. So I'm just really lucky. So this sucks. I feel really bad for this guy, actually. Relationship goals, share password, got it, exactly. I've never asked to see her phone or snooped, just noticed her behavior has changed with it. A lot of times we'll be laying in bed, both kind of scrolling through our phones. I'd show her funny things, and she would do the same. She would sometimes look over to see what I was looking at, and I would do the same, just out of curiosity. Recently, though, I noticed a lot when she has been on her phone. She would turn towards me so I couldn't see the screen. At first, I just thought it was a coincidence. She just happens to turn it whenever I'm looking over at her, but it happens too often. I feel to be just a coincidence. So that made me a little suspicious. Yeah, it's not looking good for this guy so far. I'm back, sorry, no worries. Yeah, she's sus. She's sus as hell, Malk, I agree. This all leads up to yesterday, which was our 4-year anniversary. We both had to work, so we decided to get out to dinner afterwards and to spend some time in the bedroom. It's been a while, and it was her plan. I get home from work and ready and wait for her to get home typically an hour after I do. She doesn't make it home until almost 2 hours late, saying she got caught up at work, which I understand happens, but I was still annoyed at this point. He wasn't freaky enough for... Maybe he's too vanilla. Unfortunately, I've heard stories about that, where one of the partners just wasn't fulfilling the needs. And instead of them working together to try to, figure it out, someone just starts looking elsewhere, and that sucks. That's the wrong thing to do. Sexual compatibility is important. Yeah, I agree. That's the tough thing about, I grew up in a Catholic background, so I was always told sex before marriage. But like, what if you marry someone you're not sexually compatible with? That's unfortunate. I hope my family doesn't watch this. They're gonna be like, go to church. Go back to church. The thing is, it seems like they were fine at first, but I mean, I guess that was like the first, 3 months, and they also weren't living together yet. It's totally different when you're living together, let me tell you guys. It's way different, so I mean, I don't know. That sucks. Our dinner plans are gone at this point, so I decided I'll cook us a nice dinner and we can just relax at home. We eat and eventually are laying in bed, and I try to get intimate with her, but she said she wasn't in the mood, so I said it's fine. So I got up and let the dog out and use the restroom. I was gone about 20 minutes, and when I got back to the room, I see her messing with the remote for the TV, saying it's not working, and I noticed her toy was just under the bed. Oh, no. Yeah, don't look, Mom and Dad. So every time she uses the toy, she puts it away under the bed. So he knows whenever she's using, because he puts it away in a drawer, but she's dumb, and she doesn't put it back in the drawer when she's done, so he literally knows how often she's using it. I took the back of the remote off, and there was a battery put in upside down. She just kind of laughed it off, but I'm really annoyed at this point, so I just said I'm going to sleep. Eventually, I feel her, and I feel and hear her doing something. I look over, and she's kind of leaning over the bed, messing with her phone on the nightstand. I ask, what are you doing? She turns around and says, I'm going to sleep, kind of angry, and then says goodnight. I eventually fall back asleep and go to work, started writing this. Oh, wow. So am I the asshole for feeling annoyed at her last night and also suspecting she might be talking to someone else? I'm so unsatisfied with where this left off, guys. I was hoping that this would be like, yeah, she's sexting a guy while masturbating. I agree. It's either that or she's going on, is she going on porn? No, I mean, probably not. Or is she reading Archive of Our Own or fan fiction? I don't know. So at the very least, she is definitely looking at, she's probably like reading porn or watching porn. But at the very worst, the fact that she's that secretive about it, especially even when she's not, doing the naughty, I think she's talking to someone else. I think she has someone else. He is not the asshole. Because it sounds like this guy's trying to work it out. I think they should go to couples therapy, honestly, and figure this out. I mean, she has to be willing to, though. Either that or I think he's just, if she doesn't want to, try to fix it, I think he walks away. Update, I noticed a few people asking for an update, and honestly, not much has happened yet. Oh, that's a shame. Some people think porn is a deal breaker. Where do you stand? I think for porn, it depends on the couple. I think that, I think there's some couples that, they watch it together, works for them. I think as long as it doesn't interfere, I think as long as you're not being secretive about it, then it's okay. I think that should just be communicated. I think you should just talk to your partner about it. I think that varies. Because I know that, I think it could go either way. Like, if the partner thinks that porn's cheating, then you know what, you gotta come to an agreement about it. I think that's where I stand, at least. So if the partner's okay with it, then do it. Is 18 material cheating? I would say no, but I think with some couple, or watching, I would say no, but I think that depending on the couple, if they feel like it is, like, let's say someone is doing that instead of having a sex life, then I think that could be bad. Like, I've heard some girls that would consider bad, like, if the BF has a favorite he likes to watch. Oh, I could see how that would hurt the self-esteem. That's tough. That's really tough. See, I'm not good. I don't really know much about modern porn. That's the problem, because I think one of my mods said, because I think Ferret and then Jaff were saying, like, they could recognize, porn stars by their face, and I can't do that. So, and they're like, well, Andrew, not all of us have been married for, 20 years, so. Yeah, exactly. Problem solved. Watch the 18 plus together. Everybody wins. Find something that you're both into. You both get in the mood after. There we go. That's what I say. I think this is a situation where it's bad. Let's say that she's not cheating and she has a porn addiction or something. It sounds like she's using that instead of doing the naughty with him. So, I think this kind of sucks. It's hard to say if it's cheating, but I mean, I think it sucks nonetheless. But yeah, if the porn ends up becoming a replacement for sex, that's really bad. Yeah, and that's what it sounds like happened here, and that sucks. That really sucks. I feel bad for, doesn't Miz have ED or something? I thought that was a meme at first, but then, during the roast of Soda Poppin', they made fun of him for it. I don't know. That sucks. I think this stuff can lead to ED. I don't know. That sucks. It becomes even more weird if it's not just porn, but it's campsites where that's weird, or like OnlyFans. Yeah, that would be weird. I think that could be considered cheating. Say that like, even if let's say like you think, oh well, it's not real. Okay, so then what about a strip club? Is that cheating? I think it depends on the couple. I kind of feel like it is. Like I'm not into strip clubs and stuff, but maybe some couples don't consider it because you're not really doing the naughty. I'm not into it, but I feel like going for I think strip clubs are kind of like like those cam girl sites or the like the OnlyFans stuff. I feel like that's not good. He's got E, but he's known as finger kiss, so he's fine. That's hilarious. Strip club would be cheating to most women. Yeah, I agree. Okay, what else is weird about this particular story is that she keeps coming home from work late. And that is a red flag, I think. I'll keep everyone posted and have been trying to read and reply as much as possible. Thank you all for your support and opinions. I appreciate them all. She got home over an hour late again, saying she got caught up with work. We ate, she showered, we were just overall relaxing when she remembered the text I sent and asked what I wanted to talk about. Long story short, we had a brief talk. I tried to explain how I felt, mostly about the lack of sex, and she started getting angry, that's bad, and saying that's all I care about. Things got out of hand, turned into an argument. Now I'm writing this from inside my car. I feel lost and mentally drained. I will continue to read comments and reply, but right now I think I just have to think. I think this guy should leave. If the intention is there, I think so. Yeah, I agree with you. It's the intention that matters, right? I think the fact that she's getting angry and defensive kind of makes me nervous. I think that she is up to no good. I think that he should leave. I don't know. First of all, say not the asshole. I feel really bad for this guy. It sounds like then again, it's from his point of view. I don't know. Maybe he's like being really aggressive when he tries to talk to her about it, but he's not portraying that here. We don't really know. But assuming that this is all in good faith and he's calmly asking her without not attacking her and she's just getting angry, I say he just walks away. Yeah, at this point, just split up. Yeah, not the asshole. I know it's hard and it might feel like you're throwing away years of progress, but you don't sound compatible and I would suggest splitting up. Don't look at it as losing something. But how do I make this work? Because I feel like he's missing out on someone better, but opening up the possibility of you both finding someone more compatible for each other. Not sure what the other side of the story is about too. Yeah, because we don't know. What if he sucks in bed? What if he never, how do I say this without getting in trouble? What if he never attends to her needs when they do the naughty? What if he just gets himself off and that's it? Like, and then I would not blame her for not wanting to do it, right? We don't know. What if it just doesn't, he's just really terrible at it, but she doesn't have the heart to tell him, so I don't know. Or what if he asks, like, every single day? I don't know. No, because that's, like, maybe she's annoyed because he asks for it every single day, but I don't know. But she says they go for months without doing it, so I don't know. I think the relationship might be finished. I agree. He's not the asshole. It could also be a biased point of view, but assuming it's a fair presentation, she isn't even trying to communicate with him. I agree. That's the worst part. She's just like, she's just getting mad. She won't even communicate with him. It's possible that he's selfish in bed or maybe too demanding. What if he's just sexist? It's possible, right? But there should be communication. Yeah, you know what? That's what sells me. Because assuming that he sucks in all of those aspects, the fact that she's not communicating or trying to make it better, she should just tell him, like, hey, you know what? This is why I don't want to do it, because I don't know, because you're not good, or, you don't attend to me, you just get yourself off and then you knock out and go to sleep. Like, I don't know. It could be all these things, so. I should add that in. The fact that she is not open and willing to communicate is a bad sign. For a relationship to work, you both need to be able to be honest and communicate with each other. There we go. Hopefully this helps him. Poor guy. I will give him an upvote. Man, that was a spicy one. Okay, so this is the one we just read. Alright. Next one. Oh, wait, pet ferrets? This one's for Fistful of Ferrets. Alright, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Alright, I'm back. You know what? I did some thinking when I was in the restroom. And I was saying earlier that I'm actually like kind of an edgelord, and I think that I'm not now. After we all talked about it, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm edgier than I think just because I try to hold back cursing on stream. But even if I were to let loose, it probably would be very extremely mild. I think if I fully let loose, I'd probably still be about like where Mizkif is at now, or maybe a little bit a little more mild than him. That's pretty funny. That's a weird realization to come to. I guess everyone just looks at themselves differently than how other people see them. Alright guys, how do you feel about this kind of segment I've been doing about Am I the Asshole? Are you guys okay with it? You guys prefer doing something else? Because if you guys like this, I kind of want to do this maybe like once a month or something. This would be kind of fun to check up on this. Just read other people's problems and just judge them. This has been fun. Nice, because I love this stuff. I know that a lot of people like these kind of stories, but maybe they don't want to read like the whole block of text, but I actually don't mind reading. So I hope that by me narrating it to you guys, it's a little bit easier. Alright. I'm glad you're having fun, Malachi. I've personally been enjoying it. Okay. This one's a shorter one, it looks like. Am I the asshole for being pissed at my ex-husband? My husband and I divorced when my son was 7. I regretfully cheated. Oof. Already yes. I mean, regretfully still, but that sucks. Okay, so this is the wife, and she's got a husband. Okay. And I ask you all to please not judge me on this part. My husband immediately asked for a divorce when I told him. I tried to convince him otherwise, and I was devastated. But he wouldn't take me back, so we divorced. We were both financially dependent, but I only took 25% of our savings, and we both decided to stay on good terms for our son. My husband never told him I cheated, which I'm grateful for. We both agreed not to see other people until our son was 11. Our son is now 9. My friend called and she said she saw my ex-husband with a woman in a bar. Uh-oh. Here we go. And that they were clearly flirting. So when my husband came to pick up our son, I told him how upset I was. He said he's not seeing anyone. He's just hooking up and having casual sex, and that he has a... Is this Friends with Benefit? FWB, probably? He said that he's human and needs sex. I told him that Friends with Benefits counts as seeing someone. He disagreed, and I lost it and yelled at him. He said that didn't even make sense, that we don't see other people. My reason was because I didn't want anyone replacing us. I didn't want him to get remarried right away and for my son to be more attached to her. This lady sucks. So far, I'm saying she's the asshole. And I didn't want my son to be more attached to another man, so that's why I stayed away from being with anyone after the divorce and decided to wait. She seems to be a bit crazy. Yeah, this dude dodged a bullet. But my husband said he understood that. But being sexual with other people doesn't count. Oh, I'm pretty sure she got. Yeah, she is 100% the asshole. 100% the asshole. Okay, so here's my take on this. I actually agree with her that it's kind of nice if it would be nice for their son if they don't remarry. Not necessary, but maybe kind of nice if they didn't get remarried for the sake of their son. However, I don't think that's her actual reason. She cheated in a moment of weakness. She's trying to play it off as she had a moment of weakness and she regrets it, right? But I feel like she just doesn't want him to be with someone else because she's jealous. Because, I mean, I don't come from a broken family, so I don't know. Do any of you guys have divorced parents? Can you guys tell me, is it weird to have, like, step-parents? Is it harder for the kid? Or would you think it'd be weirder? I assume it would be harder on the kid. I mean, I assume parents together is, if possible, is better for a young kid. But, I mean, I guess I don't personally like the idea of friends with benefits. That's just not my style. Like, when I date people, I date with the intention of, wanting to marry. But it sounds like this guy was... So while I don't agree with the guy having friends with benefits, he wasn't technically breaking the agreement, I don't think. Because he wasn't getting into, like, a serious relationship. I think it'd be weird if he brought another, let's say the dad brought his girlfriend to meet the son. Then that would probably break the agreement he had with his ex-wife. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, Fair, you think she's crazy? I agree. Okay, so here's her update. After being torn to shreds, getting called the worst names imaginable, I understand how unfair to my ex-husband I was. I still love him, which will take a while to get over. As some of you suggest, I'll look into therapy. I will have a long talk with my ex-husband. I'll let him know the door for us is still open, but I won't force him. You guys were very unfiltered is a good word, but I deserved it. I will stop abusing comments. Sorry, I stepped away from it. No worries, Hearts Anime. Yeah, she's taking accountability. Catch me up? Alright. This lady cheated on her husband. She told her husband. He got angry and divorced her, even though she begged and pleaded him not to. And she said, for the sake of our 7-year-old son, let's not date any other people until he's 11. And the husband said, okay. The ex-wife's friend saw him flirting with a woman at the bar. And it turns out the husband's having friends with benefits, and the ex-wife is pissed. She's like, you're breaking our agreement. You're seeing other women. And he's like, well, I'm not dating them, so I didn't break the rule. So it sounds like she was personally jealous, because obviously, and she kind of admitted it here. I thought that she didn't, I think she wasn't actually caring about her son. I feel bad for the son. I think she just wanted the husband to not see other women out of insecurity. And I think that's why she said, hey, let's just not see anyone for 2 years. And then she had the hopium that maybe he would come back. I think that's my personal thought. Wait, update 2, all the guys trying to flirt with me in private messages, stop. Oh my god. Okay, here's some spicy comments. You're the asshole. You cheated. You blew up your relationship. You have zero right to dictate how the man you betrayed and who rightfully left you lives his life. My reason was because I didn't want anyone replacing us. You mean like you replaced your husband's dick with someone else's while married? Oh my god! Whoa! I didn't know that it got that spicy in here. Oh wow, I should have brought... Next time I'm bringing popcorn to this stream. What? You're massively, wildly entitled and out of your lane. He's not effing women in front of your kid. You're weaponizing your kid to try and control your ex's love life even after the divorce. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Well, he said it in a more aggressive way. Yeah, that was pretty savage. Take my upvote, sir. I feel like she's one of those types that is hanging on to hope that things will be alright between them. They'll reunite. Woo! Hey! Was I on the dot? The comments are the best. Yeah, this is pretty fucking hilarious. You're the asshole, OP. Hypocritical much? This guy got an award. You can't have sex, screams the woman who cheated. You're the asshole. P.S. An extra, you're the asshole for the run-on sentence. Yeah, her grammar was pretty terrible. I like how she started with, yeah, I cheated. Please don't judge me on that. Goes on to judge ex-husband who's not cheating. Apparently she doesn't own a mirror. Vampires can't see the reflections. Oh my god. Hot damn, I'm listening to some stuff on monster and folklore, and I never thought of the lack of reflection as well. Lack of self-reflection. Oh, that's... That... Okay, what else do we have? Another thread. You're the asshole. You fucked someone else while married to him, and still think you can dictate what he does while he's trying to start a new life. Yep. You're the asshole. Okay, a few things to start off. You called him your husband a few times in this post. He's not your husband anymore. You two aren't getting back together. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I have it in me to be this mean to someone on the internet. Give him the upvote. Secondly, you asked people not to judge you for cheating on your ex-husband, which is ridiculous. You were the reason your marriage ended, and now your Maddie's moving on 2 years later and has casual sex? Also, why is it okay for you to have sex with another man with a wedding band on your finger and a child at home? But your ex does it on his own time, divorced from you, and not neglecting his child, and suddenly you want him trashed on the internet? Grow up! Excuse me. Grow up. You still haven't taken responsibility for your actions and realize you don't control him anymore. They're grilling her. Alright, guys. Should I get in on this? Should I be nice? No, I'm not gonna be nice to her. Should I politely roast her or just give... I mean, I'm pretty sure she's... I'm pretty sure whatever I want to say has already been said. But we'll say it anyway. You're the asshole. I'm sorry, but cheating is never acceptable. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I feel like there's nothing left. She's a corpse, you know, like, I don't even want to do anything else because she's, like, already on the ground. It'd just be unethical to kick her while she's down. She's been charred on both sides twice. Yeah, she's got the perfect crisscross grill marks. Remember when I was grilling the steak? You put the steak on, turn it, and it's like that perfect shape. Yeah, I think even more. I think she's burnt. She's like ashes now. She's been cremated. Fully roasted. You know what? I want to upvote this so more people can read it and laugh at her. Not because I think that she's good. This was a good story, though. You know, I'll give it an upvote because it was a good, entertaining story. She gave me stream content. That was... These comments were amazing. Okay. Alright, Ferret, this one's for you. This one's about ferrets. Ferret is automatically going to say not the asshole here, I think, right? Based on, am I the asshole for bringing my pet ferrets to work on Bring Your Pet to Work Day? Ferret, Fistful of Ferret here would say, hell no, not the asshole. Don't even need to read it. It's like, woo! Immediate, not the asshole. Alright. Let's see, we got a short one? We got a kind of shortish one. What do we got here? I, a 27 female, am a manager at a boring office job, and some employees got the bright idea to plan a Bring Your Dog to Work Day, and it got approval from upper management. Some wanted it to be every Friday or every other Friday, but they said we'll just try it once or twice and see how it goes. I personally was against it and am not too much of a dog person. I don't know why this pets at work stuff is catching on. I said they could be disruptive, and besides, not everyone has dogs. What about people with other pets, like me feeling left out? So they said, fine, it'll be Bring Your Pet instead of Bring Your Dog. Any pet is fine as long as it's trained and kept under control and won't cause problems. On Friday, I brought my 3 ferrets to work with me. I took the big transport cage on wheels, so they had plenty of room. I had to say, I sort of liked it. It was fun having them there with me all day if everyone else got to have their dogs. This is so funny how this story is going, guys, because he started off by saying, this is a fucking stupid idea. Why would anyone want to bring their pet to work? And then he brings his ferret to work, and he's like, you know what? I see where they're coming from now. I've had a change of heart. This is actually kind of cool. A few other employees were intrigued by them and stopped by my desk, but a lot of them got upset throughout the day. There were many complaints about the smell, and a couple people gagged of it passing through the area. To be fair, this is in the UK, and ferrets are not descented here. What does that mean? So they're foreign? Like they aren't from here originally? Is that what he's trying to say? So is he trying to say that, the context he's trying to give is that since he's in the UK, people aren't used to seeing ferrets? Versus maybe other people reading that see ferrets more often might think, what's the big deal? Ferrets do have a powerful odor? Oh, okay. After only a couple hours, my manager stopped by and asked to speak with me, and said that the ferrets were causing a disruption and that I should take them... He probably means take them home. I said, how? How so? They're objectively way disruptive than people's barking dogs. They just stay in the cage. He said, come on, the odor is bothering people and you know it. But I said again, that's just the natural smell of a ferret. It's not even a bad smell, just a weird one to most people, but it's not harmful at all. Compared to that wet dog smell of some people's dogs, which is literally caused by bacteria, again, objectively, the ferret smell is not a problem compared to that at all. He got upset that I was being difficult, and I eventually had to take my ferrets home. Other employees are still upset with me for being insensitive, but I think it's only fair. Am I the asshole? It's sort of pet smell. Oh man, you know what? I appreciate this guy's spirit, I really do, and I think... I can't tell if he's got a bit of sarcasm and he's being a little bit, what's the word? A little cynical. A little cynical here, because, you know, he doesn't have a dog, and he was annoyed that they wanted to have a holiday without him. So then when he brings... Well, then he brings in his ferret... He's like, well, technically, the smell of my ferret isn't caused by bacteria. Technically, you might think it's bad, and everyone might think it's bad, and it smells bad, but it's technically not a bad smell. It's just a different smell you're not used to. I mean, okay. I don't know why they're complaining, because I feel it doesn't matter if you bring your pet to work, because pets will distract you regardless. I agree. I feel like they should have just not done this. I don't know. I think they should have left it at bring your dog to work day. And if you don't have a dog, then you can't bring your dog to work. Is that so wrong? Is it so bad? Because, okay, let's say, what if someone has a dog allergy? I don't know, that's just, it's just a weird thing. It's work. Work is work. I get they're trying to make the boring office more interesting, but I thought that was just, I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you, Malachi. This one's just kind of dumb. I think, okay, well, guys, what about this situation? Let's say I could make a post on here, which I didn't do, it's a coworker did this. Am I the asshole for microwaving fish in the break room? Because there is another Asian lady at my work, and she would always try to microwave her fish after everyone was done eating, but sometimes the way her break lined up, she had to microwave it right before everyone got into the break room. So so that's the question, is she the asshole for microwaving her fish in the microwave? From her point of view, maybe she's trying to eat healthy. Fish is leaner protein than beef or pork. On the other hand, she knows it smells. The fact that she's trying to be considerate and microwave it at different times. Is this kind of like a similar... Is this weird for me to compare those two? Like, is that messed up for her to bring fish to work? No. See, I don't know. Because maybe because I'm Asian, I didn't care. Like, I smelled fish and I was like, oh. But, like, most people at work were like, oh my god, it stinks in here. And I was like... Doesn't smell bad to me. I didn't think it was that bad, but I don't know. That sucks. I mean, that's her diet. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, fish smells, but it's food. That's true. That's true. I mean, at least it's food, and she just needs to eat. This one was kind of dumb. He shouldn't... He probably shouldn't have brought it. See, this guy is either missing a sense and didn't realize, like, what he was doing, or he is a giant asshole, and he just wanted to spite the people. Are you denying them to eat their meal? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's true. That's a good point. Fun fact, a group of ferrets is called a business, so technically you brought in business. Stupid. Okay, I'll give you an upvote for that. That was dumb. Okay, yeah, I don't upvote. This one's okay. This one was a little dumb. Oh, this is an ad. Okay, how about one more, guys? Oh boy, this one looks like it'll be some real drama. What will someone do? Make you go home and go get a different meal? That's true. That's true. I think that one's more of a gray area. Like, at least she was trying to microwave it after everyone was done eating, right? So then people that aren't used to smelling it don't have to smell the fish. But I mean, the smell goes away, and if someone microwaves something else, the smell probably goes away, I'd think. I don't know. Nah, fish smell doesn't linger, but still, I feel like I didn't think it was that bad. I don't know. Let's move on to one final story here. Am I the asshole for returning a gift that my girlfriend didn't seem to want? Oh no. Okay. So from this title, it sounds like he presumed that she didn't want it. There's a bit of an assumption that she didn't want it, so it sounds like he didn't really verify it. I'm gonna guess that she didn't verify that she didn't want it, so he just said, oh, it doesn't seem like she likes it that much, I'm just gonna go return it. I have a bad feeling about this one. A little bit of background. My girlfriend, 31 female, and I, 40 male, have been living together for a few months now, and have been indulging in a bit too much eating out. We've both seen weight gain, and in a moment of motivation, I decided to go out and pick up a pair of Fitbit fitness watches to help us get started in our fitness journey. Upon coming home and surprising her with a gift, she called her friends and asked him what he thought of Fitbits, to which I overheard him say, Fitbits are for people who can't afford Apple Watches. She laughed at this, a little embarrassed that I'd overheard it. It made me feel a little bad about it, but I cannot afford to randomly gift her something as expensive as an Apple Watch at this time, especially not knowing if she would use it or not. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I feel kind of bad. Oh, this one's like a longer one. Okay, I feel kind of bad for him already now. Fast forward 11 days and she has not even opened the box. I asked her whether or not she wanted to use it because I would simply take it back and then return, and that the return window is 14 days, to which she replied she will try it. On the 12th day, she opens the box and proceeds to complain about how it doesn't automatically pair with her iPhone like an Apple Watch would. That it is stiff and doesn't feel good on her wrist, and that the interface of the software was not intuitive. On the 13th day, she still has not worn the watch, and I ask her one last time if I should return it, to which she shrugs and says that I haven't given her time to try it. Okay. At this point, I'm frustrated and tell her I'm going to simply return it because she doesn't seem very interested in it. Excuse me. And I don't want to waste money on something that she won't use, so I make the trip back to the store and return it. On my way back, I buy a couple of cookies from a spot she likes that's nearby as consolation. Upon coming home that night, she is being moody, and I find out later that she is upset that I returned the gift that I gave her. What do you guys think? Am I the asshole for returning the gift that my girlfriend didn't seem to want to try to get my money back before the return window closes? This one is actually somewhat debatable. I'm leaning more towards not the asshole, but I don't know her point of view. That's the tough thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Uh-oh, am I lagging? Did she even like it? No, she didn't. All she did was complain about it, and yeah, so he gave it to her, she tried it on, she just complained about how much it sucked. Apple Watch is awesome, by the way. I forgot I wasn't wearing mine. I'm really glad. Funny enough, I actually share the same opinion as her. I don't really like the Fitbit. I like the Apple Watch. It's better, but it's way more expensive. I feel like he's not the asshole. I mean, he bought her a gift. She wasn't even that grateful about it. I think that I think that he would possibly be the asshole if, let's say, she didn't like it, but she was more graceful about it. Say she didn't like it, but she wanted to be polite because he got her a gift. She wanted to be a decent human being, and at least say thank you and try it on and humor him. I mean, he spent the money on it for her. So I think that, I will say not the asshole, because I think that was messed up that she was very ungrateful. And then now she's being all moody. But there's some clarification here, he said. For clarification, she is in wanting to join a gym and has mentioned herself wanting to lose weight. This wasn't meant by me as a hint that I think she's fat, but rather motivation to really execute her plans. Okay, so some people are saying maybe she feels insulted, like he's trying to tell her, like, hey, you could lose a few pounds, here's a Fitbit. Maybe, I don't know, playing devil's advocate there. Seems like she didn't like it. For myself, the new fitness watch has been keeping me on task with morning runs and setting daily goals. So I guess that's where it gets into a gray area. Where did she feel insecure? Maybe did she feel like he was talking about her weight in a way that made her feel uncomfortable? I don't know. I still think that he's not the asshole, though. Not the asshole? What did this guy say? Not the asshole. I own an Apple Watch and only use it to monitor my exercise and heart. I hate it. I wish I had stuck to Fitbits. That being said, your girlfriend is rather entitled and a bit spoiled. Yeah, that's my biggest problem, actually. My biggest problem is how she was not thankful and that she was just rude about it. I think that sucks. Didn't give her time. She had 11 days to figure it out. Yeah, not the asshole. I agree. What did this guy say? Get used to it. The fact that she called someone to ask if the gift was okay and laughed at the response is weird. Now, maybe it was an honest review of the Fitbit, but still is a stupid response from the friend. Yeah. The fact that it took her 12 days to open the gift, then complain says a lot about what she thought of the gift. Yep. I don't think it's returning the gift. I think it's returning the gift and not coming home with an Apple Watch from Apple. Her cues and complaint were meant for you to get the hint. Oh, I see what this guy's saying. She's more pissed off that he didn't exchange it for an Apple Watch. Yeah, you know what? Not the asshole. If she was more polite and grateful for your nice gesture and even tried it and even tried to use it, you would have I would understand her POV more. I don't even need to say anything. I think this one's pretty obvious, but that's about it. Oh, okay. I need to make more tea next time. Plain old water doesn't do it for me anymore. Okay, guys. I think we're going to call it there. I usually stream on Fridays, but just as a reminder, I won't be able to stream tomorrow because I'm going to be out of town celebrating my brother's birthday. It's just like the family vacation I took a couple weeks ago where I just gorged on a lot of food. So I'll tell you guys about it when I come back. I'll let you guys know what I did. I'll try to vlog a bit. If you guys... Oh, thanks for the stream. Yeah, thank you for watching. So yeah, guys, before I go, of course, you know, please be sure to check out my socials. So thank you, Ferret. I know I will. We're going to be gorging on Japanese food, pretty much. You ending? Yeah, I'm probably going to be ending stream here in a little bit. But before I go, you know what? Oh, thank you for the Ms. Hug. Be sure to check out all my socials. You know, come join the Discord if you haven't already. I got Twitter if you want to stay up to date. I got my YouTube if you want to see my food vlogs. That's pretty much where I'm going to put all my lifestyle vlog stuff. Yeah, it's going to go on my YouTube, my TikTok, and Instagram, so you don't have to follow all of them. Just whichever one you use. Follow me on theirs. Follow me on there. I put links to them. I have one food vlog up, and it's for my okonomiyaki I just ate. But I got more coming down the pipeline. I'm working on some about Korean fried chicken, yakitori, which is Japanese barbecue, souffle pancakes, pho, banh mi. There's like a whole bunch of stuff coming, and then whatever the heck else I eat this weekend, it'll probably be like udon, sushi, katsu, like premium katsu. So there's gonna be like a lot of food stuff. So if you like food stuff, follow that. I need to make another command for my anime stuff. If you want to see my anime reviews, it's just go on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. The username is it's AndrewXP and then anime at the end. So yeah, that's it. And as always, I really appreciate you guys coming. Definitely tell your wife about good night, Poon Poon. Okay, I'll talk to her about it, I promise. As soon as I think she's way off work now. So as soon as I end stream, I promise you that's the first thing I'll talk to her about. And if she likes manga, she does. She likes light novels and manga as well. She's as weeb as you can get. She collects figures too. So and wall scrolls, all of the above. So yeah, I'll recommend it. I'll talk with her about it, see if it's on her radar. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I had a lot of fun. Maybe we'll do this once a month, or if you guys want it more often, I'll do it twice a month. You know, or if you want it too often, if it gets a little old, we'll do it once every few months or so. I don't know, but next week we're going back to the cooking. Cooking streams are coming back. I can't remember what it is. Wait, let me check I have a schedule. I wrote it down on the schedule. But either way, next Friday will be a cooking stream. So yeah, I'll see you guys next Friday. Later. Have a good time off. Thank you. Thank you. Later, guys.